Week 5 is here between the Cowboys and the Jets. Cowboys, a 2.5-point favorite in this one, despite injuries that we will discuss on the road in New Jersey with the improperly named New York Jets. We're going to do what we've done each week this year. The most comments on today's show gets a free raffle entry. You can just spam me if you want to. You can spam C for the Cowboys. You can spam whatever you want to spam. But get in the comments section right now. Most comments on today's show will get a free raffle entry into our signed Jake Ferguson jersey giveaway. Cowboys injuries to watch here. Tyler Booker, CeeDee Lamb, don't anticipate them being ready to go this week. Probably not next week, maybe beyond that. We will monitor Tyler Guyton and Tyler Smith. Of note, we are filming this on our Thursday afternoon live show. By Sunday morning, if not Saturday afternoon, we'll know who's available, who's not available. It's concussion for Guyton, makes him an unknown. Tyler Smith, I know he said he wants to play, thinks he can play. We'll see. Could just be kind of a maintenance thing throughout the week of practice, but it's an unknown. Don't think you'll have Miles Sanders. Don't think you'll have Kevontae Turpin. You will not have Malik Hooker. I think you'll have Kenneth Murray. Not that having him and not having him actually makes that big of a difference. Reverse jinx, go. Jets injuries to watch. They've already put Braylon Allen on IR, ending his season, or not season, at least missing 4 weeks. Mike Carter Jr., the nickel corner, also in concussion protocol. That one is one to monitor. Jermaine Johnson battling an ankle injury. That's a big one too, because they could use him as a pass rusher option. Kene Nwangwu has a hamstring, so they added Khalil Herbert to the active roster as well. Mason Taylor should be good, but is battling an ankle injury as well. Let's talk matchups to watch. We mentioned how banged up that Cowboys offensive line is. Yes, this is the number one matchup for me. The Cowboys' entire offensive line, as banged up as it is, at most you're going to still be down 2 starters, or best case, I should say. Brock Hoffman, TJ Bass. I thought Bass actually played pretty well at right guard. Brock Hoffman has been serviceable center. Haven't loved his play, frankly. Terrence Steele in there at right tackle hasn't been the guy I was hoping for as a pass protector, but he has been good as a run blocker. We'll see about the Tylers if they can't go. Nathan Thomas in there at left tackle, and then Hakeem Adeniji or Trevor Keegan in there at left guard. That's concerning when you have one of the best defensive tackles in football opposite you. Quinn Williams is that guy. He is awesome. I love his play. He's, I think, a top 5 young DT in football. Harrison Phillips helped clog the lane as a nose guard. Cowboys legend Jates Fele is there as well. Kidding. Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, if he's healthy, the edge group. I do worry. Your quarterback has kind of helped hidden some of your pass pro issues. It's a good Jets front, even though they haven't actually been very good about getting pressures this year. In fact, the Jets have the second longest average get-off time in the offensive line, over a second before they're firing. It's kind of weird. What is your confidence level in the Cowboys beating the Jets on Sunday? Scale it for me from 1 to 10. 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Number 2 matchup to watch. We kind of mentioned this on our earlier preview. How do you contain the Justin Fields mobility stuff? The pass rush, and we'll spend a bit more time on one guy in particular, has been a pretty big disappointment. Justin Fields is a dual threat all the way through. And he's actually done a decent job of being efficient. Just the 1 turnover, 5 touchdowns this year. He is dynamic on the ground with his legs. I tweeted this out as a joke on Monday Night Football. Spin zone. The Cowboys' inability to get pressures are actually a good thing because it means that Justin Fields can't do his chaos creation nonsense. Keep your contain. Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, I thought really struggled in that area in week 1 against the Eagles. You have to make Fields beat you as a regular drop back pocket passer and maybe get something resembling pressure. Next stat is wild, by the way. It's a little bit unfair for Warren Sharp, which is not his real name, but it's fun. Justin Fields is 0-25 as a starter when the opposing team scores at least 21 points. Now, all but one of those games, it was actually 24 or more. So it's a little bit deceptive, but that's kind of crazy. That's why your offense has to show up and do its job as well. Matchup the third to watch. Garrett Wilson against the Cowboys corners. I am curious who the Jets, or who the Cowboys should say, actually put against Garrett Wilson. Or is this just going to be, we're in man coverage all day, or we're in zone coverage all day long, and Garrett Wilson gets lined up wherever he wants to line up, and there's zero shadowing, even though the rest of the Jets supporting cast at wide receiver and skill position guys isn't actually that great. And Garrett Wilson leads the team with 311 yards. That is well over 3x any other wide receiver. Breece Hall and Mason Taylor have over 100. Tyler Johnson is next up with 63. When it's a pass as a wide receiver, it's friggin' going to Garrett Wilson. That is where the football is going. The Jets' other wide receivers this year, 4 catches, 3 catches, 2 catches, 3 catches. And they are not even at 100, barely at 100 yards combined. The ball's going to go to Garrett Wilson. Everybody on the field knows it, or it's to Breece Hall, or it's to Mason Taylor. Shit, why don't you just double team / bracket Garrett Wilson? Or even in zone, bracket him. Whether it's Blandon Diggs, Blandon Elam, have the safeties, have Reddy Stewart do it. Garrett Wilson's awesome. He's a really good football player. But I think that the Cowboys' strategy should be, okay, third down, it's going to go to Garrett Wilson. How do we stop him? If Tyler Johnson, if Allen Lazard, if Arian Smith beat you, it is what it is. Don't let Garrett Wilson cook you. You can get this Cowboys hoodie for $36 off at chatsports.com/DAL hoodie sale. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. That's chatsports.com/DAL hoodie sale. A bunch of other hoodies on sale if you want to go peek it as well, but that link will take you to this one. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. The Cowboys are probably going to have a similar scenario. We just mentioned, Garrett Wilson. Oh, it's George Pickens. What I do know about this for the Jets game plan, they're going to put Sauce Gardner on George Pickens every snap, pretty much. For the season, Sauce has 8 catches allowed on 16 targets. These are all per PFF, by the way. 113 yards, 1 TD. I think it's against Darren Waller in particular. 3 pass breakups. Against DK Metcalf, Mike Evans, and Keon Coleman, who we mostly shadowed in those first 3 games, 4 catches for 40 yards combined. So he is going to line up against George Pickens. You will try to give probably George Pickens some shots against Sauce Gardner. This is a game where, you're really going to miss CeeDee Lamb against a frankly not great Jets. Brandon Stevens is not that good. Carter's banged up. I need Madden Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert is going to get looks. He's going to get opportunities. He has to make plays. I'm not going to have Kevontae Turpin. This might be the Ryan Flanoy game. Kind of was last week, actually. It was actually pretty solid. Those guys have to step up. You're not going to see him against Sauce Gardner very much. And when Sauce Gardner isn't against Pickens, feel like that ball's going his way. But if you want to pick on other guys, it means you're going to have to lean on Flanoy and Tolbert. Matchup number 5. How about play action from the Cowboys and Dak Prescott against the Jets defense? This is an area I think the Cowboys have a pretty sizable advantage. After being, frankly, mid at best in the last couple of years under Mike McCarthy with play action, the Cowboys have fixed it. Shout out to Schottenheimer and Clayton Adams too, by the way. Dak Prescott leads, these are all pro NFL pros, next-gen stats, leads the NFL in play action completions. He's 3rd in attempts. He's 2nd in completion percentage. 2nd in completion percentage over expectation. He's 4th in yards, only 8th in yards per attempt, 9th in EPA per play, just the 1 touchdown, 0 INTs, that's good. 38.3% pressure rate is about league average in terms of what's being allowed. But Dak has been one of the more successful play-action quarterbacks. The success rate's been pretty high. The Jets have had issues here. Only 34 plays faced. That's actually tied for 12th. But they're 23rd in yards per game, 23rd in yards per play, tied for 30th in touchdowns allowed, 28th in expected points added, which is just overall health. Are you moving the chains? You're getting first downs, having big plays. And they are 29th in pressure rate. They're kind of slow to react when they see the run. I think you're going to get a heavy dose of Javonte Williams, heavy dose of play action against the New York Jets. Now, we'll be live for this game. I think 11:30 a.m. Eastern start time is the plan. Hit that sub button so you don't miss out. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV. Let's talk players to watch here. Number 5 is Guyton Blue. Fully expect him to be out there in this one, taking on the Miles Sanders workload. We'll see if it changes in the week, but all expectations are Blue's going to finally be active as the Cowboys wear those Arctic white throwback, or not throwbacks, but alternates. 5 to 7 touches, 8 touches, 9 touches, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe return duty for Guyton Blue. And I think a heavy dose of Javonte Williams, too, against the Jets defense that hasn't been great against stopping the run. Number 4. All the damn linebackers have been terrible this year. Nobody has impressed me. There's been the occasional good play. I thought Kenneth Murray was actually, after a bad early play against the Jets, Giants, thought he stepped up and was better after that, but he's banged up right now. Jack Sanborn hasn't been very good. Leafau was most known for the stupid penalty and the missed tackle. Damone Clark got scratched. Shamar James is just not ready yet. So the linebackers have to play well. They have to. Otherwise, the defense is going to continue to be a nightmare. You can't be bad along your spine and have success. That goes for the safeties as well. Number 3, Jake Ferguson, the tight end. You guys watch Darren Waller, the rapper, have a career game against the Jets? I think the Cowboys are going to throw the ball to Jake Ferguson a lot. He was better after the catch last week and kind of the week before. And that matters because that's what has been holding back his game, his yards per catch. With injuries to the Jets, with Quincy Williams out, they're starting a day 3 pick at linebacker. The safeties are okay. I think Jake Ferguson is primed for a big game from the Dallas Cowboys. Or I should say for the Dallas Cowboys. So predictions. Who scores the first touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys against the Jets? Last week it was Dak on the quarterback draw. Had some fun answers on this one throughout the season. Let me know in the comment section of today's show. Number 2, and this is kind of a call-out. Sam Williams, the defensive end. I have been really disappointed by his play. The Cowboys might extend him thing, I don't think has been particularly apt. 9 tackles on the season, a TFL, a pass breakup. The pressure rate is going the wrong direction. It's 10.2% for the season. It's just 6.3% the last couple of games. And I think some of those busts on defense where they're not keeping contained against the run or quarterback scrambles, they've been on Sam Williams. He has not been impactful so far this year. Nobody really has, outside of James Houston and the occasional dominant as a Raku flash against the pass rush. But I think Sam Williams has been one of your more disappointing players so far. Number 1, Wanye Thomas. Gonna get the start at safety. A lot of us finally get our wish. It better go the way that we're all hoping it goes. He also, by the way, funnily enough, gets to go up against his brother. Azareye'h Thomas is a Jets corner, rookie draft pick out of Florida State. So it's a family affair between the Cowboys and the Jets. I need Wanye Thomas because I thought your safeties were better last week, but Wanye Thomas played a bunch in that game, which maybe bodes well for you. Hopefully, things go well for Wanye Thomas and the Cowboys defense.